I'm Walter Wendler, president of West Texas A&M University, the heart and soul of the Texas Panhandle, and a proud member of the Texas A&M University system. In the coming weeks, I will address a number of issues regarding our return to campus. Things such as residential life, classroom and community gatherings, scheduling of classes, the flexibility required in this ever-changing environment. Also, intercollegiate athletics and why we believe staying open is important. In listening to newscasts, prognosticators, public health officials, and legislative bodies, reading the AAUP essay, Professors Protecting Lives, Promoting Education, and Principles for Reopening Campus, and many other views on the impact of COVID-19, it appears that there may be a coming fall rather than an autumn at the start of school. We should look forward to a coming autumn influenced by factors unknown only 6 months ago. An autumn not plunged into a dark abyss of fear and trepidation, but forged on the opportunity to tutor and guide students to study and generate ideas through scholarly and creative work, and a passion for serving the diverse communities that universities are charged to nurture. This is not a Pollyanna-ish longing for days of old. They are gone forever. No news in this. It was true last year and the year before that and the year before that ad nauseum. The past is past. We must learn and focus and progress to something better. At the end of May, I polled university leaders, the faculty, staff leadership, and students, asking what they thought the responsibility of their respective constituencies were as the campus reopened. For a full text of individual responsibility and COVID-19, you can go to wtamu.edu and the COVID-19 spot. Two things occurred in this process. First, everyone seemed to appreciate the opportunity to participate in defining a shared view. Universally, people seem to appreciate reflecting and responding to the questions regarding personal and public responsibility in these challenging times. I suggested then that circumstances require all to reflect on fundamental notions of public and private responsibility, corporate citizenship, reminiscent of Tocqueville's precarious balance of personal liberty and good citizenship. However, nothing that has happened since the onset of COVID-19 diminishes the burden of self-determination and personal responsibility. Community bonding in times of achievement, strife, or tragedy may help emphasize the simple fact: what is important for one is important for all. What has been, is, and will forever be important for all is this simple and inarguable postulate, endorsed by over 140 world religions, made known to me personally in the Gospel of Luke, the 6th chapter and the 31st verse. Do to others as you would have them do to you. Nearly every person and world religious group, from agnosticism to Zoroastrianism, knows the golden rule as the reciprocity dictum. Universities best remember this injunction always, but particularly now, given the uncertainties of the times, the suffering of so many, and the lack of future clarity. The concept is critically important in effectively working with each other on campus and for our students, their families, and the extended universities that all of us serve. How do we assist the campus in sharing the power of personal responsibility as we return in the autumn? How should we behave to our students, or they to us? In essence, we owe each and all full exercise of the golden rule, now and always. That's not paternalism or being overly protective, but human decency, the fundamental aspect of human decency. Administrative perspective reinforced in WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world, and its primary underlying presupposition is the fundamental duty of citizenship, encouraging and sustaining individual responsibility to our region, our state, and our country. Faculty stated the following: as the student-faculty relationship remains at the core of the institution, we must, together in that partnership, practice the behaviors that will allow the maximization of our physical, intellectual, and emotional health. I couldn't agree more. Staff recognize their crucial role in the campus culture. Just as our leaders were proactive in protecting students, staff, and faculty to ensure our health and safety, we must reciprocate by showing the same commitment to our students, fellow staff, and the community by taking all required measures seriously and responsibly. And lastly, students communicated this very clearly. They said, the West Texas A&M University student government will demonstrate an example of selfless and noble citizenship by ensuring the safety of self and others while allowing students to maintain civil liberties and freedom. I am humbled and proud of West Texas A&M University. Our administration, faculty, staff, and students were engaged in generating a future view guided by selflessness and welcoming to all. To the best of our collective abilities, we will live the golden rule in everything that we do and say, and we will treat all, every individual, with dignity and respect. Fears, trepidations, concerns, and emotional well-being of all will become our fears, trepidations, concerns, and emotional well-being. We will be respectful and responsive to the leadership of the nation, the state, our local communities, and for us at West Texas A&M University, the Texas A&M University system. For me, this means we will not fear the future, but find strength in our working together to overcome current challenges. What lies before us is not a fall, but rather an autumn. A new world, a new way, always WT, and on, Buffalo.